Hey, welcome back to another episode on CypherCraft. And as you saw in the time-lapse, I did go ahead and I continued working on the Shadowwood Grove. And I am so happy with this. This took so long, but it was so worth it. But yeah, I just did the very first pass through. I brought in all the trees, which alone look amazing. But we still have to come in and add all of the rocks, all the boulders, all these small trees and stuff. And then when we're finished with that, we can then go ahead and do another pass and bring in all of the shrubbery and the leaves and the stones, and yeah, making this look a lot more like a chaotic forest. But yeah, I did go ahead and I left some gaps in the tree lines, and I was thinking we could maybe make like a few flower patches down here. I think that would look really cool, so like the sun's kind of shining through, and yeah, I think that would look really cool and a little bit realistic. But yeah, then we continued the terraforming up this way, and then just went ahead and connected it to the mountain up here. But yeah, now I didn't bring the forest over in this direction. Oh yeah, by the way, this pumpkin patch was for the iron golems that we put in our slime farm. We do need to find a place where we can put melons and pumpkins. I mean, I guess they kind of fit in the forest, so maybe we can make it an allocated slot for them. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going to go over here, how the path is going to go, if we're going to put more buildings. Maybe we put a few farms over here. But yeah, eventually this will also be filled up. But yeah, maybe we'll add like maybe a couple more trees up here. But yeah, I really love the tree line from over here. I also went ahead and I extended the river, but I got lazy and I gave up. But yeah, we do need to continue this eventually. But the river's going to go ahead and fork into two. We have one going this way, one going this way, and then we're left with this cute little island in the middle. And I thought maybe we could build something up here, maybe a small little cottage or a little sand castle or something funny. I thought that would be cool. But yeah, then the rivers will continue this way. They're going to merge about here again, and then they're going to go in here, which we can probably build a small little cave. And then, yeah, the river can just flow into it. And then I think that will kind of tie up this area pretty nicely. And then we can continue with the trees, just bringing it up here. And then, yeah, I think that'll be it for the forest, because I'm kind of tired of building trees. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, and as you can see, we have clouds. I actually forgot to turn them back on a long time ago. I don't think we actually ever played with clouds on this series at least, so yay, we have clouds. There is a data pack which makes these clouds really fluffy and yeah, really realistic, and I thought they looked really cool. But I think I want to go ahead and stick to the nostalgic Minecraft clouds. But yeah, it does look a lot better than having just blue. Anyhoozles, in the last episode, we went ahead and we continued the bamboo gardens over in this direction to kind of help try to cover up the bamboo farm. Yeah, we also made some quirky redstone, and we also went ahead and we went and visited Micah, who was able to give us a potion of growing for one of the ancient saplings. And yeah, as you can see, it clearly worked. So that's exciting. This one is a different bit of a different color than the pink one. This one has a more blue hue to it, but yeah, that's awesome. However, today I want to go ahead and start a new project over in this area. And actually, I just remembered we never did anything with the skelly farm. We still need to decorate that. If we have enough time in today's episode, then we'll go ahead and do this too. But yeah, I want to focus our attention up on this ridge. Bonjour. But if we divert our attention over to the base of Bonjour Mountain, we have our horse pens, which, quite honestly, I've done absolutely nothing with for the last couple of episodes. Now, I take deep slate everywhere where I go, and we also have a mule, which we use whenever we go long distances and we need extra storage for blocks and stuff. But yeah, for these guys, I really haven't done anything more with. Now, the mule doesn't have the best stats. Also, deep slate, I mean, he has pretty good stats, but they could definitely be better. But yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and kickstart this project back up. Now, this pen was always meant to be temporary, but I think it's now time to go ahead and move these guys over to a permanent structure. Which is why I want to go ahead and build a stables up on this ledge right here, which I think is going to look really cool on this side of the valley. Now, these stables are going to have to be pretty big because I want to get all the horses and the donkeys and the mules and try to get the best stats for each. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of pens. However, we could probably save a little bit of space if we make some leather horse armor. I think that's something we can craft ourselves, if I'm not mistaken. And we can also color code them to, kind of distinguish their stats. But I also want to go ahead and add a large pasture to the back of the build, because I think that's going to look really cool, but it's also going to give the horses a place to freely roam. So yeah, I want to go ahead and quickly show you guys this with free cam. And, oh yeah, I don't have free cam. But I think I want to go ahead and build the barn and the stables on this level. We can go ahead and drag this out this way just so we have a little bit more room to work with. But yeah, all of this is going to have to get dug out then. And this build is going to be huge. I mean, I think it's going to start from over there maybe, or maybe right here. And it's going to go all the way probably over here. So that kind of gives you an idea of how big this thing's going to be. But on top of that, I also want to build the pastures in the back, which, those are also going to be pretty big, and I think they could probably fit back here. Yeah, probably up to where this mound is. We can go ahead and level this out and then bring it over. So it's probably going to get cleared out to, probably this level right here. So yeah, we're going to have to dig all of this out, as well as all of this, which, it's going to be a huge project, but there's nothing I like to do more in this world than dig giant holes, apparently, so yay. But honestly, I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to look really cool, and but there is another reason that I want to get this project up and running again, and that is actually something that I hinted at when we made the cabin in the woods. And I want to go ahead and build horse paths, kind of like a horse racing course throughout our entire world, through our starter base. Also, when we're finally done with this area and we move on to our mega base and we're going to have several districts throughout this world, no matter how far apart they are, I do want to connect them all up with horse paths, which is going to be a monumentous task. That's something that we're not starting anywhere in the near future, but we are going to chip away at it little by little. For all the Americans watching, think of it like Rails to Trails. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for, with nature, on either side, the paths kind of weaving through mountains and valleys, and I think that's going to look really cool. Now, this project is definitely a long-term project. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time to make this, but I want to go ahead and at least start with the stables and the pastures because, everything's going to branch out from this point right here. So let's stop yapping, turn on some music, and let's get building. Alright, so about 2 days IRL in 40 seconds, but I think it looks really, really cool. Also, is that too straight? I mean, from this angle it looks fine. I think that looks a little weird, actually. Crap. Alright, so that's bugging me a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and tear it down and rebuild it real quick. And there we have it. Alright, sweet. I think that fits our world a lot better. Also, what do you think about the colors? I've been going ahead and I've been changing a lot of the settings, kind of, yeah, adjusting the saturation and the brightness. And I think it looks kind of cool. It looks a little bit different. It's a little bit darker. And also the screen's a little bit darker. Definitely go back into the video and then you can see what I'm talking about. But I think this is definitely getting somewhere, and I think this looks a lot better. But yeah, anyway, we are on top of a mushroom. And boop, had to get my horse up there somehow. But yeah, we have been harvesting a bunch of mushrooms because, as you can see, oh crap, I don't have my spyglass. But we've been harvesting a bunch of mushrooms because we need a lot of white mushroom stems, which is a huge pain to line up. So little per mushroom. However, we are also getting the brown, which is also good because we've been using those for the path, which we have all throughout our world. So yeah, that's cool. But this build, oh my, so much detail, so much gradients, and I'm absolutely loving it. Roof still needs to oxidize. Copper gotta go blue. But yeah, I did think that maybe this wall was a little bit too elegant for our world. It's very man-made, but I think it's fine. I think it fits this pretty well. It looks pretty old and kind of medieval. And I think once we put in some bushes and stuff, this will kind of look a little bit better and look like it actually fits. But as you can see now, it is getting so much darker than before. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to show up on YouTube. I might have to make it a little bit brighter in post, but oh, this looks so cool. It looks so much more realistic. Yeah, I think we got the settings pretty close to perfect. And also there's a really strong glow coming out of here because we have torches underneath just to, yeah, prevent mob spawning. We're gonna have to figure that out because that looks a little bit weird, but yeah, I do like it overall. We did go ahead and change up the path just because I thought it was way too straight, and throughout our entire base, all of the staircases kind of wind down the mountain. Yeah, kind of going around objects instead of going through them, so I thought that straight staircase just looked way too off. It didn't fit in the world, and I think this looks a lot better. We have a little bit of a curve, and then we can fill these up with like gardens and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and come up here now. And the view, oh, so good. We need to figure out a building still to cover this up, but then we're gonna have the forest in the background, and then we're gonna like finish with this biome over here. Oh, so good. And also Bonjour Mountain in the background, oh, so majestic. But yeah, then we are greeted with the stables, which I think turned out really, really cool. Now, obviously, we do not have all of the final details out, but yeah, we will slowly work on this throughout the video. But yeah, let's start. We have a little bit of a grazing field in the front. We need to come in with some bushes and stuff, but yeah, just a place for the horses to freely roam. And we are then introduced to our barn, which I'm not entirely sure what kind of style this is. It's very dilapidated. I want to take some inspiration from our cabin in the woods. So we have this roof where it's a wooden roof, a little bit of stone, but yeah, nature's kind of taking it back. So we have all this grass growing on it. And we have a lot of textures, maybe a little bit too much. It might be a little bit busy, but oop, I forgot a slab right there. But I think it looks really cool. So this first floor is mostly mud and rooted dirt, just kind of giving it like a very earthy feel. And as we come in, you can see we have none of the interiors finished. We need to plan that out. But then we go up into the second floor and we have more brick, granite, terracotta. It kind of gives it more of a man-made feel to it. And yeah, I think it looks really cool. We have a bunch of space in here. We have some ventilation and stuff, which is important. So we can make some stables in here as well. And yeah, that would look really cool. Maybe some something upstairs. Maybe we can even have like a small house upstairs, kind of where like the farmer would live. That would be pretty cool. But we need to figure out a way how to get up there, because right now, yeah, this is just floating. And we come over here, we also have a little room back here. We can build something. I was thinking maybe over here could be storage for all the food and all the supplies for all the horses and stuff. And then these guys are just basically copy pasted. And yeah, these are the stables. So we have what, 3, 6, 8, I think. Yeah, we have 8 stables out here. Same thing, we're using the same roof design with the wood and the stone, and then we have grass, kind of nature taking it back. And yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. And then we have this path in the middle, and this is what's going to go ahead and lead up here, where we can have the pasture. And yeah, we have a bunch of room. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. If we're gonna have like a wall barrier, or if we're gonna have more of a natural kind of a stone wall coming around here. But yeah, it's gonna wrap around here. I decided to keep this just for a little bit of elevation change, and just, yeah, something nice to look at. But yeah, you can also see the roof from this perspective. Bonjour. Rip. But yeah, you can see how dilapidated it is. You can see here we're gonna have a doorway, and then we can put a little garden back here. I thought that would be kind of cool. The roof is nothing really special. I mean, it's just wrapping around. I was trying to be creative with it, but I couldn't really think of what to do, so I just connected it. That's usually how I make my roofs. I have different shapes, and then I kind of just try to fit them together and kind of just mush a bunch of pieces together. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, and I'm actually interested what this is going to look like on a map. But yeah, we have a bunch of room up here. I'm not sure what to do up here, actually. We can definitely fit a lot more builds. I mean, this little mountain range goes all the way over there, and then it wraps around all the way over here. We have tons of room before we come into this valley back here. So yeah, we need to think about what could go up here, but yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and put in the pastures. I think they're going to come probably up to here, maybe up to here. I'm not entirely sure. I still need to figure that out. But yeah, this is awesome. I think I want to go ahead and, yeah, we also need to figure out, I think I'm just going to put a retaining wall here. It'll be simple and easy, and I don't have to do that much terraforming. But yeah, we need to bring the path. I think I want to start working on the interiors of this, because yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And the pastures is going to be a lot of terraforming work. So yeah. Also, can we just take a minute and appreciate this view? Like, oh, this is amazing. These horses are going to have a better view than I do in my starter base. But oh, this looks so good with the pillager tower and the forest. Oh, so good. And of course, this view as well from behind Bonjour Mountain. We have this, which is so freaking cool. I need to turn down my render distance because my PC can't handle it, but oh, this seed is so freaking epic. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I want to bring in some bushes and yeah, decorate this place out here. Probably bring in the path as well. I need to figure out what to do here, because yeah, this is part of the wall that's actually showing. So maybe I'll just make this a full strip of stone, not sure. And I also want to go ahead and yeah, start working out an interior for this place. And then yeah, we can go ahead and bring the horses over. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll bring you guys back in when I made some progress. Hey, you want to see a cool transition? Yeah, me too. But I forgot to make one, so now you're stuck with this. But yeah, I kind of got carried away with the whole building process, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys what I've made so far. And yeah, obviously this is not done. We still have a lot of work to do. Also, get out of there. But yeah, we still need to do the gardens around here. But if we come up here, you can see we then brought over the path into the barn and also through the stables, which is pretty cool. And we still need to do some gardens on either side of these. And yeah, I think it looks really cool. It's pretty overgrown. Also, this isn't great because horses can just walk on top, but yeah, we'll figure something out. But I still want to put in a few details over here. Maybe we can put like a water fountain in the middle. But yeah, once we start getting a little bit more in here, I think it'll look really, really cool. We also need to go ahead and, yeah, kind of change the floor in for the stables. But yeah, I also went ahead and I finished the interior to this place. And I think it turned out pretty cool, actually. But yeah, we are then greeted with this, which is a very medieval, rustic style kind of barn interior. And I think it looks really, really cool. Yeah, we're leaning really heavily into wood. We're out of wood again, so I need to go out and harvest some more. But yeah, we divided this up into several pens. Now originally the design had these also as spruce trapdoors, but I thought it would be cool to be able to look in here and see, you know, what kind of horses are in here. I did try the other trapdoors, but I think oak fits the best since we already have oak implemented in other areas of our build. But yeah, we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 pens like this. And then we have 2 smaller pens, which we can put like pigs or stuff in here. And yeah, it's really cute, really quaint, but I think it looks really cool. Obviously we need to come in here with the final details, getting a floor in, some water troughs and food and stuff. We have a little storage area over here, and then we have access to the upstairs, which I went ahead and I turned into a little house for the farmers. We have a nice little fireplace, which I did go ahead and I added a chimney to the back just to add some smoke particles, so we have a little bit of, you know, movement going on here. And yeah, this is very minimalistic. I mean, a farmer wouldn't have that much. But yeah, we have some storage up here. We have a little library corner with some storage and some bookshelves. A little bit of a dirty bed because of the fire, so these used to be white, but now they're gray because of the soot coming off here. And yeah, a few pictures hanging around, but I think it's really, really cool. Coming back downstairs, we then went ahead and, yeah, we still need to work on a room back here. I think I want to do some kind of like a storage for like equipment and stuff. But then down here, I think we're going to show off kind of like our best and iconic horses. For example, Deep Slate is in here. As you can see, he has pretty good stats, 32 baguettes and 4 jump. This guy right here, this is our OG horse. This is the first horse we had in this world. 35 baguettes, so a little bit slower, and he can only jump 3. He still needs a name, by the way. We never named him. But yeah, and then once we get like different kinds of special horses, we can just, yeah, show them off down here. But if we come through the middle here, we can come up to the pastures. And this is all temporary. I think I want to make like a natural stone border kind of wrapping this entire place. I just don't want to do that right now because that's a lot of work, so I just threw up a temporary fence. But as you can see, we already brought over our horses from over there. And yeah, we started actually color coordinating them. And if you see, we have, can you move please? Thank you. You can see how we're categorizing them from this board right here. And first off, we're going to be testing speed. We're going to be making all the horse paths, so we don't really have to worry about how high they can jump, but obviously we want to get some good jumping horses. But the most important to start off with, bonjour. Also, this is annoying because they don't see trapdoors as solid blocks, so they keep trying to walk through here. Bonjour. Ugh. So first off, we are measuring their speed with this over here. This is the same design and same redstone we had over at the base of Bonjour Mountain. We just spruced it up a little bit with a nice little building. I think it looks kind of cool, kind of quaint, a little bit interesting. But yeah, you can see how we're categorizing the different speeds. So if they're less than 40 baguettes, then, well, yep. If they're 39 to 34, then they get red armor. We have a couple over here. If they are 33 to 30, this is what deep slate is, they get orange. And then 29 to 25 is yellow, that's the best speed. I'm actually not sure how fast the horses can go in this scale, because this is a scale that I kind of just made up with baguettes. It's based off of BOO's stick counter, so I'm not sure how fast they can go, but I guess we'll find that out. Charcoal, Deep Slate's father, was 30 baguettes. So I'm assuming we could probably get into the yellow region. And then once we get into the yellow region, then we will be focusing on the jump ability. So if these horses then, the fastest horses that we have, can jump less than 3 blocks high, then, well, yeah, we get more saddles. If they jump 3.5, they get green, 4 get white, and 4.5 would be the best of the best, I'm assuming, unless we can get some jumping 5. I'm not sure, that's something we'll have to test. But then they'll get a royal purple armor. So as you can see, yeah, we just have like the 2 right now. We do have these guys because, yeah, this is an orange and a white, because these guys, all of the oranges have a current speed of 32 baguettes. I haven't been able to breed one faster, but I'm still working on it. However, these guys over here, their jumps are actually pretty good, so I wanted to distinguish them, so we breed these guys with each other. So I'm just mixing that orange right here, 32 baguettes, and they're all able to jump 4 blocks, which is pretty good. And yeah, we're just measuring that over here. Again, same system as before. But yeah, we have a 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and 5 right there. But yeah, I think that's really cool, and I'm really excited that we're getting this project up and running again. I also brought over the donkeys because I want to breed them as well, get some good stats. I believe there are 3 in here. Yeah, the other one's over there. However, none of them have armor because they are all really, really bad. I think they had like 47 baguettes and they can't even jump 1 block. So they're going to require a lot of work. But I think this work is going to pay off in the end, and we're going to get a lot of really good stats out of this. Now, this week has been pretty stressful IRL, not gonna lie. A lot of things were happening, and every time I wanted to sit down and record, something came up. And I feel like we could do so much more in this area for this episode. However, if I do that, then I think I'm going to be working on this episode for another week. And I think it's just best if I go ahead and start to wrap this one up so I can send it out to you guys, and you guys can see the progress that we've made thus far. And then, yeah, we can continue this project in the next episode. However, this is actually a big episode because this is number 14. And you know what that means. But yeah, if we go ahead and head down here, every 7 episodes we go ahead and take a screenshot of our world in order to, show how much progress we've made. We started this back in episode 3, Lords and Wardens. And yeah, as you can see, we have our starter area in the middle. Not much is going on. And as we go over to episode 7, you can see just how much progress we made with the starter village. I mean, so much color, so many new builds. We also started working with the iron farm over in this area and with the big dig up here on this side. However, yeah, a lot is going to change. We don't have the windmill, we don't have any of the bamboo gardens, we don't have our Shadowwood Grove, and of course what we worked on today with the horse stables. So yeah, I think that's going to look really, really cool. So yeah, let me go ahead and grab some materials and then let's make some maps. And boop. And there we go. Oh, I think that looks so cool. Yeah, maybe we can actually... Maybe we can do a cool little transition and we can just... Boop, boop. But as you can see, the progression of our world, and it is so satisfying to see. We have done so much in the last 14 episodes, and I'm really proud of everything that we've accomplished thus far. Especially, yeah, these new builds look absolutely fantastic. The bamboo gardens over here, and especially the cabin in the woods with the tree line and the river. It just looks really, really good. Also, the big dig is a lot bigger than what it was in the last couple of episodes. So yeah, we're chipping away at it slowly but surely. It is taking a long time. But yeah, once this is all flattened out, then we can start putting our city over here and our harbor, and I think that's going to look really, really cool. And real quick, I want to go ahead and put this on, and we are now on episode 14. And... what are we gonna name this? Horsin around. There we go. Nice. And then we can boop and boop. Nice. However, one thing did catch my eye, and that is this right here. And I think that means that... Up. Alright. I guess the potion really did work. Wow, alright, this is way different than that one. Interesting. A lot of different textures. It's very dark over here though. But alright, cool. Yeah, I guess we have a new tree. That's cool. I really like how it turned out. It looks really cool. With all the hanging bits. Huh, it doesn't really match this area too much with all like the green stuff. I mean, I guess it kind of matches the copper that we have around here. But alright, sweet. I'm not sure what these saplings do, but I want to find more of them because they look really cool. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for this episode. I know that this one was a little bit late, but thank you so much for your patience. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about our most recent build. What you liked, or suggestions, alterations. I'm really interested in your guys' feedback. If you are new to the channel and enjoyed this episode, then feel free to subscribe to stay updated with all of my uploads. That being said, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.